Hi everybody, it's Fat Frog, and we're back playing Ark Survival Evolved. We're starting over brand new right from scratch. It's been a long time since we've been around, but we are back. We're back here on Ragnarok, and in this whole series of hopefully many seasons, we're going to be pretty much taming up everything we can and having sort of a 2x2, one of each male and female of each species where possible, and collect them all across all the different maps and whatnot. When the extinction comes out, we'll be moving over there and adding those creatures to it. But right now, we are just starting out here on the beach of Ragnarok. I figure I'd pick Ragnarok just because it's got kind of the best balance of creatures. We have our rates are turned up a bit because I don't have as much time to play as I used to. So doing that, come on, spear. There we go. Do all this stuff. So I may have to turn things down a little bit if things are a little out of control. So let's we're gonna need to collect some more stuff to craft. So we'll start out basic. The other thing with collecting is we're gonna try to get as high level of creatures as we can. We were up to 150 is what's available with our settings, so we're gonna try to get 150s of everything. But first we've got to start out and just sort of get the basics going. What do we need? We need, no, I don't. Okay, there we go. We just need to get the basics going. We need to get some creatures to, you know, keep us alive and harvest resources and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're going to do today. Maybe get a little starter base going on. I should add weight. That's one thing I might turn up. So let's give Eve some clothes here. There we go. And let's go get some flint so we can, or some good flint rock here, so we can get going on that. Take a drink. We can make ourselves a hatchet and some spears. That'll be a good way to start out. Oh no, I don't need to do that, bro. Let's see. There we go. That's better. So we'll just make extras of a few things just to get us some experience points here. Let's go get some fiber so we can... So we need some fiber and some hide to round out our clothing for starters here. So if you're wondering where I've been, if you're one of the fans of the channel, I will just say real quickly that I've had a whole lot of kind of life issues that have sort of happened, and they've all been pretty good, but they've really just taken away my time from video games in general, not to mention just trying to make videos and whatnot. So that's the short story. I'll probably write a little bit of a blog post for those who are interested a little further than that. But we're going to keep going. I need to focus a little bit and get some weight going on here. What we need to do is find some dodos or something else that's pretty easy to kill so we can get some hide. Not that trike. Of course we can tame dodos pretty much right from the start, but I'm not too interested in having a dodo army just yet. And so we're going to kind of make our way over this way. I've kind of have a base place picked out. What do we got over here? These guys are kind of tough to kill. Mosh chops. Especially a 135. I'm going to have to drop some weight here. I'll grab some of those, put that in the hot bar. I'm not going to collect this metal at this time. Drop some of this stuff. Oh, I think that was just the mosh chops crawling. Okay. Kind of look like weird seal dog kind of a creature. I'm not used to being so slow. Such a sluggish start. So, while you're watching, if you want to type in a comment, tell me what your favorite part of Ark is in terms of, you know, the early game, starting out from scratch, if it's mid-game, or if it's end-game. So, what's your favorite part? I'm guessing that's kind of my favorite part would be like mid to late game. Maybe late game, but I think, you know, I'm mostly playing single player, so some of the late game stuff doesn't really, you know, pertain to the kind of play that I do, and I never get into tech or anything like that. So it really doesn't matter in that respect for me. But this early game stuff can be really frustrating because you can just get killed a lot. All right, here's our first dodo. Hey Dodo, I'm too tired. You're level 20. There we go. Alright, finally some hide. So let's see where we are here. Yeah, we're going to put one more into weight. Get our weight up. Let's see. Spyglass. What else would be good to start out with? We're going to need most of this stuff eventually. How many engrams do we have to spend? 27. So storage box would be good. Foundation's good. And for right now, we're just running completely vanilla as far as there's no mods. Like I said, we do have some rates turned up. But that's... let's see, what else do I want? I need some shoes, sleeping bag, and what's the other one? Gloves in it. There they are, gloves. So let's get ourselves all armored up here. And where's my gloves? I don't know if I'm actually going to use a sleeping bag. Oh, the other thing I could use is a water skin. I don't know, do I have enough to make a water skin? No, I think I used up all my hides. And put that on there. Alright. So we're starting out pretty good, which makes sense. We're on a pretty easy part of the beach. The only usually thing that you see around here are Dilophosaurs. So there is some more of that. So we're going to run around. We're going to head towards where I want to build my first base. And we're going to level up. Just get some resources. Oh, I broke my spear. Die, sucker. Well, that was a 145 high level dodo. So we're going to do that. We're going to get some resources, get some XP, and then we're going to move down the beach this way in Ragnarok and hopefully start setting up a base. And we shall return. Alright guys, so I think I found my place to build a base. So I think if we build like our base with our workshop and stuff up here, and then we'll have this large, pretty flat area over here to store our dinos and maybe start an egg farm. Now we might have some trouble from up above there, but we can probably deal with that over the long term. But I think this will be pretty cool. We'll have a good view. We're not too far away from an obelisk for traveling in space and time and whatever. We've got a fair amount of resources here. It's pretty low on metal, but we can set up a metal collection area at some point and go from there. So let's get started with building just a quick foundation and whatnot. I think we're going to need to collect some wood, looks like, and some thatch, definitely. So by the way, I was able to get a metal hatchet, a metal pike, and a crossbow from the loot crates. Not really, I guess, technically loot crates, the little wooden crates that spawn around the obelisks and some of the other places here on Ragnarok. So let's go ahead and get ourselves some thatch, and then we can start building a foundation. We can put down that sleeping bag that we had. Now I think my harvest rates might be up a little bit too high, but that's okay. So we're going to need to start with a box, a couple of foundations. Maybe we should go straight to wood. Let's see if we can do that. Straight to wood. Let's look for that. Yeah, let's go straight to wood stuff. Rather than wasting our time with some thatch, since we've got that ability. We'll do a pillar right away, ladder. I don't want to use too many other engrams. Yeah, we'll go for a raft. What the heck? Okay, so let's go ahead and craft up some wooden foundations. How many can we do? Just one? And we're probably going to run out of, let's see, fiber's okay, thatch is okay, wood is not okay. So we'll probably move over to stone. I doubt we'll ever get into metal at this location anyway. I don't think there's any real reason to make metal structures in most single players. The only other time might be when you're around some real badass kind of creatures. like gigas or something, and there shouldn't be any gigas spawning around here. So let's go ahead and craft up all 6 of those. And we'll slowly make our way over there. One thing I didn't make was a water skin, so let's do that right away. Are we into leather goods yet? Hide pants and all that kind of stuff? We sure are. So we might as well get ourselves some better armor. It looks pretty safe around here. Except for the ichthyornis, which is going to cause us probably a bunch of headaches. So let's grab our stuff here. Put that in the 6 slot. Let's go start building ourselves a little base, a little fortification, a little place to put our smithy and all that kind of good stuff. And so I really like the looks of this tree, so I'm going to try to leave this tree. I'll get rid of these rocks, I'm assuming. Let's see, we're going to start right here. And I don't want this to be going through the floor, so we'll pick up this shrub. And then we're going to grab this guy. So I think we'll probably eventually end up adding S+ to this for a couple of its sort of, what is it, improvements to the living kind of features that it has. It's pretty nice. In single player, I have had a problem with it. The main problem with it is every once in a while the game won't load quite that fast. And then it doesn't load S+, and then you load your game, and then pretty much all of your S+ structures will disappear. And that is not cool. That's pretty frustrating, especially if you haven't backed the game up in a while. So let's just drop this thing. We're not going to need that. Actually, let's put this guy down before we forget, because we might fall off a cliff and die. That's sort of the thing that I do in Ark. So what else do we want to put in here and get out of the way right away? We're letting that meat spoil. Transfer, we're not building with stone quite yet. Don't need to carry this around, or that, or that. Or probably half these arrows. There. Come on, half the arrow. Whatever. There we go. Alright, that's good enough. We don't carry around all that stuff. Alright, let's get rid of this rock so we can put down some more foundations. So yeah, we're getting a ridiculous amount of stone out of each one of these. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to change it, because I like to build. I like to be able to do stuff like that. So craft up some more. Let's get some walls going while we're doing this kind of stuff. So, and one more of those. And we're going to need some more wood. Wood and stone and fiber and thatch and all kinds of stuff. We're going to need a lot of it to get going. But basically today we want to get just a simple base going, since our... Okay, hold on. Since our rates are turned up, we'll be able to probably get into a smithy and stuff today. And that's definitely something that we want to do. We want to build a refining forge and a smithy as soon as we can, really. I think I already did that, didn't I? Yep. And how many more of these can we go? Let's do 3 more foundations for today. I think that should be pretty good. One thing I gotta get is a spyglass so I can check the levels on creatures, because if we got some good guys walking around, definitely want to tame those up. So hopefully we'll get also some taming going on pretty soon. A trike would be nice to start out with for its berry collecting abilities. So that would be pretty nice. There we go. I don't know. Am I going to build this stone? I can always switch some of the structures out. And so I'm just going to do that. And then we want to get into... hold on a sec. Holy cow, we got a zillion points to put in. I didn't realize how many levels we got. Couple into melee damage. Let's see, movement speed. We want to get up to 115-ish. Crafting, I'll leave that alone. Couple points into there. 1 point into fortitude. Yeah, we'll give another for health right now. So let's look for that refining forge. Refining forge. There we go. And then a smithy. There's the smithy, and then that should be good. So another thing that we need actually is just a whole campfire. We got to start cooking some meat. That is something very basic that I haven't done yet. So let's see, what do I have? Campfire. We're probably going to need some stone. Yep. So some stone. There we go. Now we can make ourselves a campfire. And then so for this refining forge, we're going to need a bunch of stone. So let's go ahead and grab that. Make our refining forge right away. There we go. So we should have enough for that. And then now we can head back over there. Start refining some metal. And getting ourselves a smithy. So we're moving right along. We're moving right along today. So I think I'm going to put that stuff over here. We'll put the refining forge over here in the corner, and then we'll put the smithy next to it when we get to that point. So try that. That looks pretty good. Alright, so let's get our metal in there. Get that cooking up. One that's not going to make any refined metal for us with just one piece of metal. So let's get that in there. Transfer that in there. Alright. Now let's get our little fire. I think we'll just put it in here for now. Let's see, what do we have for meat? Get a couple chunks of meat in there. Light the fire. Put that in there. Excellent. We've got some... let's see, what do we got? We got some other stuff to dump off. We have... I'm not using this right now. We'll put that over there. Switch out some of our clothing. We'll dump this cloth clothing. Dump some of this. There we go. That's looking a little bit better. Alright, so we're going to need some more metal just to get ourselves a forge going. And there is not any metal here at all, is there? So in the short term, this kind of stinks. I bet you there's some up here. I don't know if I want to aggro anything. I think we'll just clear out some of the stone that we were planning on doing. We'll get enough metal to build ourselves a metal pick, because that's all we really need today, if anything at all. So there's one chunk of metal. There we go. We'll have to dump this stuff off right away. Alright, dump this stone off. Stone. We're going to need ourselves another storage box. Let's see if we're ready to build a whole cabinet, because that will be a lot better off here. Storage, yeah, storage box. There we go. Storage box, storage box. Let's build one. What do I need? Wood. Alright, here's wood. I'll build two right away. And then I think I'm going to use one just for stone. And this is early game, so we're probably going to rearrange everything and all that kind of stuff. Probably end up getting rid of some of the storage cabinets and whatnot. There we go. What else is in here? So we'll leave... Well, let's grab... Here, put this other one right next to it. Try to line it up a little bit. We're going to destroy it eventually, but hey. That's pretty good. Pretty decent. Decent enough. So we'll put our extra wood in here. And our thatch, I guess. And then... So that should be pretty good. Might as well put up these little pieces of wall. Let's do that real quick. There we are. Alright. And so we have one piece of metal. Put that in there. How many metal ingots do we need to make a smithy? Oops, smithy. 5. Alright, so we're going to need a bunch more metal. So maybe we should make a little trip up there. We're going to need some water. Water! Alright, let's make a little trip to the ocean. Oh, come on. There we go. Take a little trip to the ocean, get some water, and then we'll find some metal, and we'll make some more progress, and we'll be back. Other than a smithy and a mortar and pestle, and that sort of thing, I think what I need is a dog. And the closest thing that we have is a little lap dog here is the Dilophosaur. So let's go see what can tame one of these. I have no idea what level it is, but before we end the day, we definitely have to tame something. Let's see what we got. A 20. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't think we'll have any problem taming this guy, that's for sure. Oh, that's pathetic. Alright. So we did find a couple of metal nodes up there, and then while we wait to this guy to tame up, which should not take too long at all, we will go ahead and make ourselves a mortar and pestle. The other great thing that would be able to make today is a spyglass, but I can't recall exactly how close we are to... do we have mortar and pestle learned? No. How close we are to a source of crystals. So mortar and pestle. There we go. So what are we going to need to make that? Hidestone, no problem. So we'll go ahead and make... We'll make 2 right away, because we can use 1 for spark powder and 1 for narcotic. And which we really want is narcotic. So let's grab over there. Put this guy down. Alright, so we've got some spoiled meats. Yeah, I don't think we learned how to make narcotic yet, or did we? Yeah, we did. Good. So let's go ahead and make some consumables. Oh, yeah. Meat guy. Where'd the meat go? There it is. Alright, so craft up 8 of those, and we've got a bunch more meat over here, because we're going to need narcotic to make some narco arrows to tame anything a little bit more impressive than a stupid Dilophosaur. So let's go ahead and craft up the rest of that while we're waiting. Oh, he's all ready. So what are we going to call this dude? Even though he's kind of a throwaway, we're going to options, change name. I think we're just going to call him the very first. It's going to be very disposable, but there he is. Alright, so let's get him over here to our little base. Are you coming? There we go, buddy. Alright, so our very beginnings of the base, our very first guy. Should we get him into the base? Why not? Come on up there, dude. Alright. And you got a level already. What a wonderful thing. You're going to need health so you survive being attacked by a seagull. Alright, so we got narcotic brewing up over here. We've got 12 metal ingots, which is going to make ourselves our smithy. Let's see, I think. What else do we need? We're going to need some more stone and some more wood. And we should have both of those. There's our stone. There's our wood. And let's see, here comes our smithy. Alright, so we're going to put our smithy right next to the forge. While that cruising up here, we can make some, put some meat in our inventory. We're hungry. There we go. And here comes our smithy. Put this back here. There we are. We've got ourselves a smithy. So let's put the rest of our resources in here. That should be good. We'll eat this stuff. Get rid of it. There we are. Somehow I ate raw or rotten food. So anything going on up there? So I think it's pretty safe up there. I know in past games I've been attacked by hyenas, and I think like up towards the top there might be some saber-toothed tigers, but I think otherwise it's pretty safe up in that area. Down here we've got seagulls to worry about, Dilophosaurs and whatnot. And we've got a pretty humble beginnings here of our base. We've got the basic kind of early game stuff that we can get. We got the smithy, the forge, place to stay. We'll have to replace our sleeping bag with a bed eventually, but overall, I'm pretty happy with how the day went. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Hopefully we'll have many more of these videos to come. If you want, you can leave a comment in there. What's your favorite part of the game? End game, middle game, or whatever else you want to comment on. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.